Okay. Hi everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Rested enough in your holidays, and I'd like to use this opportunity to welcome you back to the second semester of the academic year, 2020. Okay. I hope you guys are aware of the situation in which we are. I think everybody's aware of that, and this is what have resulted us to use the online learning. Which is a bit different from the face-to-face learning which we normally have. But everything remains the same. The content of the subject, which is computing applications, it's still the same. So what changes just the mode of delivering the subject. Okay, so we need to start off from where we left as of last semester. But before we start with a new work with new topic, I would like us to go through on what we did, like a recap on what we did. Okay, so we started off with Microsoft Excel, where we did a number of things. But before we proceed with a new topic, let's quickly look at the recap on what we did. Okay, I've already opened my Microsoft Excel document here. So what, okay, let me quickly save this file. Good. So I've saved my file. So let's quickly look at what we did. So first we started off with, we looked at the whole Microsoft Excel. We look at the different parts of this application. Okay, and then we went further and look at the different tabs here as well, which we also did in Microsoft Word in PIS. Okay, but nevertheless, so let's look. We see it when you look at the worksheet or this workbook. Let me say. So the workbook or the worksheet it consists of rows and columns. So the columns are represented using letters. So the name of columns are letters. So like now I am in column A. Now this is column B. This is column C, column G. So you need to click on the letter itself for you to select a column. Okay, so that is column M, that is column N, and so forth and so on. So the vertical ones are called the columns. Okay, so and then you look on the right and the left side of the application, you have got numbers. So these numbers represents rows. So that is row 1, and then we have got row 3, we have got row 6, row 7. So for you to select a row, you need to click on the row name, which is the number. In this case, row 15. Okay, so that is row 10, row 7, and row 20. I think this is what he said, what he discussed in the other lesson. Okay. Right, and then we also look at what you call cells. So what are cells? Can you see these little blocks here? These little squares here. This is what we call cells. Okay. So where a column and a row meet, they form what they call a column. A cell. I'm sorry. So this is column F, and this is row 5. They form up a cell. Okay. So and then all these cells have got names, as we've said. So like for instance, this one is cell J15. So it's J and 15. So where a row, a column and a row meets, they form up a cell. Okay, you can also prove that this is color row certain cell by looking at this name here. This is, it shows or it displays the cell name. Okay, so if I click here, then I check here, then it means I am in cell S19. If I click here, I'm in cell L24. So L and 24. So this is one way of identifying which cell you are in. Okay, and then we also looked at we went further and looked at freezing of paint. But before we do freezing of paint, we did what we call autofill. So what is autofill? Autofill, it's a tool that allows you to fill up ranges of cell with certain information. Okay, like for instance, if we want to fill up to type in days of the week from cell A1 to cell P1. Okay, but before we do that, let me quickly look at something as well, which is now the cell range. The cell range is a range of cells. Cell range is a range of cells. We call them cell range. Like if you've got a number of cells, let's say from B, cell B. So this is a range of cells. You have selected or highlighted a range of cells from B1 all the way to G14. So this is a range of cells. Okay, range of cells. Okay. So now, coming back to autofill, let's quickly look at an example. We are going to fill up all these range cells from H1 up to P1 with days of the week. Okay, but now the autofill tool allows you, or it helps you to fill up all these range of cells using autofill. It's going to save your time and energy. Instead of typing each and every day of the week in these cells, you're going to use what you call autofill, and then it allows you, it helps you to fill all those days of the week very quickly. Okay. So what you do is you just type in Monday. Okay, and then to use autofill, you need to click on that little square which is at the bottom there. So your cursor should change into that shape, and then you drag your mouse all the way to P1. You see, so all these cells are filled up with the days of the week. Okay, so from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way to Tuesday. Okay, so rather than just typing these days names in each of these cells, you can use autofill to do that for you. Okay, that same also applies to month of the year. Let's say you want to fill up month of the year in this range of cells, like from A3 all the way to A20. So what you do is just type the first month of the year, and then use autofill. Okay, this is what you did in class. I hope you guys, this is not new things to you. Okay, so that's more on autofill. That is more on autofill. The next thing that we also did is formatting these tabs. Okay, so let's say if you open any Microsoft Excel, it always comes with three sheets. Okay, we have got sheet 1, sheet 2, and sheet 3. Okay, so what you can do, you can also change names of these sheets. So if you want to change sheet name, you right click on the sheet, go to rename. Okay, or these are the number of things that you can do to a sheet. You can delete the sheet, you can insert a new sheet, you can rename it, you can move it. You can also change the tab color of the sheet, you can hide the sheet as well. Okay, so let's quickly apply or rename these sheets. So right click, you go to name and name it Triumphant. That is the name of the sheet. Okay, then you go to the second one, you rename it Triumphant. The second one is College. The third name is Ease. Then to add a sheet, you click on this little icon here, this tab here. You click on that, and then new sheet is added. Okay, let's just add more 5 sheets. And then so the next one is sheet 5. We need to rename it. Name of the sheet is there. The last sheet name is best. So this is how you rename sheets. Okay, so let's go back to the first sheet, and we are going to change the tab color. So you right click and then you go to tab color. You select any color of your choice or the one that you've been asked to apply, and then you click on the color. So let's apply the color to all the tabs, different colors. Okay, so basically this is how you change tab colors. All right, now okay, the next thing that we also did was on formatting these cells. You can change, you can apply borders, you can change even text orientation of all these to become be in the 45 degrees orientation. Yeah, so that you can also do. So now let's quickly change apply shading to this range of cells. Okay, we're going to make it apply shading of a certain color. So you highlight the range of cells, and then you go to okay, you click on alignment tab or group, sorry, alignment group. Okay, it's opening. Right, and then you go to fill tab. Okay, then you select any color that you want to apply. Click on that, and then this is the preview. This is how these cells are going to be shaded. And just click OK. Okay, then let's apply different color here as well to this range of cells. Okay, so this is very simple, people. And I'm going to make it black. Okay. So basically, this is how you apply shading to okay. And you can also apply borders and so forth and so on. Okay, now let's change the orientation, text orientation to all this text. Okay. So first you need to highlight, and then you go to alignment group under home tab, and then go to orientation. So here, this is what you need to type in the value here. Okay, like maybe 45 degrees. So all this text will be in a 45-degree format. Position. Okay, then you just click OK. Can you see? Now in 45 degrees. Okay. So let's change the orientation of this one as well. So we go to alignment group, go to orientation, and let's make it minus 45. The first one is positive 45. This one is going to be minus 45. So you type in minus 45, and then you click on OK. And there you go. Okay. So basically, this is what we did. Moreover, we also looked at merging of cells. Merge cells, it's like to make all these cells to become one cell. Okay, so what you do is you just select the range of cells that you want to merge, and then you go to this merge and center icon. Okay, you click on that, and then you select merge cells, and then it becomes one cell. Okay. So let's go to sheet college. So here we're going to look at the functions, the different functions that we also used. We looked at sum function. We look at maximum function, minimum function. We look at average function. We look at count function. We look at if function. We look at count blank function. We look at the if function. So all these functions are also, we are using them to calculate, to do some calculations. Okay, this is what you're going to calculate. Okay, let me just fill up these range of cells with some numbers, and then I'll show you how to calculate using any of those cells, any of those functions. I hope you guys are seeing that I'm using Autofill here. Okay, all right. So now we're going to calculate the sum of all the cells in cell from cell B1 all the way to B14. Okay, so now to calculate the total, when you're doing the calculation in Microsoft Excel, first you start with the equal sign, and then you type in the name of the function, open brackets, and then you select the range of cells. Okay, and then you close your bracket, and then you press enter on the keyboard. So this is the value, this is the sum. When you add all these numbers together, they will give you this. Okay, then you can just use Autofill. So this is what you're going to get when you do sum. When you add all these numbers, you get this number, this value. Same applies here. Okay, so but now in the test, some students try to be funny. They just take their calculators and then they put all these numbers together and then they put the value here. But mind you, can you see that when you click on the value here, this formula is displayed. So if you've got a correct value here, but the formula is not being displayed, I'm going to give you a 0, straight 0, no negotiations. Okay, so now you do the same as for maximum function, the equal sign, the name of the function, okay, and then the range. You close your bracket and then press enter. So this is the maximum. This is the highest. Maximum function looks for the highest number in the range. Okay, like in this range here, what is the highest number here? It cannot be 7, cannot be 2, cannot be 10. Okay, so it's 14. So that is the actually main purpose of having so that's how we calculate the maximum function. Okay, and then you go to mini. Mini is opposite of max. So if you're not looking for highest, then definitely you'll be looking for the lowest number. Okay, so equal sign min, which is the name of the function, open brackets, close brackets. Okay, so you select the range first before you close, only up to B14. Then you close the bracket and then you hit enter. You use Autofill. So average is the same, equal sign, but with average you need to type in the whole name. Average, open bracket, select the range, and you close it. You press enter. This is the average. Then you use Autofill. So now the count function is counting only the cells that have got values or data inside. Okay, so if okay, so it's counting only the cells that has got something inside. Okay, so the steps are the same. So the equal sign first, and then you type in the count function, open bracket, Then you select the range of cells in which you're counting, close the brackets, you press enter. Then use auto. So this number is the same because all the cells here have values inside. Okay. So the count blank always opposite with the count function. So the count blank, let's see what we get. Okay. So the equal sign first, and then use count blank function, open bracket, and then you select the range. You open, close the brackets, and then you hit enter. So why is it giving us 0 here? It's because there are no cells that have got nothing inside. All these cells have got values inside. Okay, so that's why it's giving us a 0. Okay, so that's why it's always a 0. Okay, now let's try if we remove some numbers here, then if this value will change. Because the count function, count blank function is count all the cells that are empty. So let's remove numbers from B4 up to B9 or B10. Okay, let's delete that. Can you see they have now changed to 7? Because these cells, they are empty. Okay, so that's how it count blank function works. Now the if function, people, it works as follows. It's kind of tricky, but it's very easy. So you need to understand. So the if function is, all the function, when you are using function, when you are doing calculations, you need to tell the system that you are doing some calculation by typing the equal sign. So we press the equal sign, then go to fx. Make sure that the if function is selected. Then you click on OK. Okay, and then this box will pop up. So here the logical test is what you are testing. So the if function basically we use it to test conditions. So let's say, for instance, if you're working and your salary is below 5,000, so you don't qualify to pay tax. But if the salary is more than 5,000, then you pay tax. So now, how do you do that? How do you implement that scenario in using the if statement? Okay, let's say you are given this range of cells, and this is what you need to reference. Okay, so if you find a number here, if a certain individual, his salary, if his or her salary is equals to or less than 5,000, then he or she does not qualify to pay tax. Okay, so in the logical test, that's what we put. So now we're going to reference these cells here. This whole column, this cell D, from D1. We're going to reference D1. So that is our reference point. Okay, so we say if D1 is equals to or less than 50,000, okay, I think we need to start with the greater less than equal sign first, and then the equal sign. So if D1 is equals to or less than 550,000, oh, okay. Then if that value is true, then no text. Okay, but if the value is above 50,000, then you pay text. So when you put your conditions down, then the system will just generate for you these two variables, either being no text or pay text. Okay, so once you're done with this, you just click on OK. Okay, can you see the first one says no text because it's less than 5,000. So this is our function. This is our formula that we use. Then from there, you can just use autofill all the way here. Okay, so you've got no text up to here because it's less than or equals to 50,000, but this one is more than 50,000. That's why I say 8x. So basically, that's how an if function operates. Okay. So this is what it was just a recap on what we did so far from the first semester. But now, today, we are going to look at how to create charts or how to insert charts. Oh, I think we also did that as well. We did that. So today we are going to start off with a new topic in Excel, and then we finish off Excel so that we start another application. Okay, having said that, I think we'll see you guys in a minute or so. So thank you so much for listening, and see you later.